Hey guys, Noel here, and so you can see Magnum PI is on Higgins. Maybe he'll make the pain go away. What pain? The pain of the Minnesota Vikings losing the NFC Championship game. I thought it would be fun to do a video, just since I did one when they won, it's only fair to do one when they lose. The reason I'm doing this video on my phone is because my computer is a Dell, and Dells are terrible. So here's an example of what's been going on my Dell for the past 30 minutes since I tried to start it. Another thing that didn't start today, sadly, was the Vikings' defense and ability to stop third downs. This game was weird. It was not like the 2009 NFC Championship game where Brett Favre, had a bounty out on him, and his ankle got taken out, and he turned the ball over because he couldn't run the ball. Or one of the other times when like the Vikings blow a field goal kick. This was not like one player, one moment. This was just an off character, bizarre, dumbfounding, radical breakdown of the team's defense. I don't know what happened. Case Keenum, who needs to come back next year, because he really stepped up and has performed, I think, better than any quarterback on the Vikings since Favre. You know, he got he was kind of went down in Vikings history with the miracle pass against the Saints, and has displayed a lot of character in the face of adversity. Like, well, the Vikings were getting blown out. He was out there trying to make big plays, and as far as I know, I don't think Mike Zimmer has given a press conference yet, but I know maybe he has. I don't know, but I just checked the internet, and Case Keenum was out, and he was there, talking to the media. So I mean, I think this kid who's only been playing in the NFL, I think for about 5 years, and not in any super high profile way, has, I think, really stepped up as a legitimate person for the Minnesota Vikings. And I'm telling you, like, I'm a New York Mets fan, and you have to, if you want a chance at this, there's always next year stuff. You've got to bring back the pieces of the puzzle that are extremely important, and Case Keenum was extremely important this season. The Mets didn't think they needed Daniel Murphy, and there hasn't been a next year since 2015. So I don't know. We'll see what happens baseball wise, but football wise, I'm still just kind of. I would sit there and I was watching a team that was touted for having such good defense, and I was listening to K fan, and all the talk about the how good the third downs blocking was on the Vikings defense, and it just was non-existent. In fact, it worked again. The Vikings defense would step up, and then third down they wouldn't make the stop. So the Eagles just were having possession of the ball so much. I mean, Case Keenum played a mediocre game, but the Vikings, they just didn't get a chance to have the ball too much. So yeah, it's not good. It's just you go from that. Shock and joy of beating the New Orleans Saints to now just the same kind of, you know, kick in the gut. But the Vikings have no one to blame for. The Vikings don't have anyone to blame but themselves. This was not a dirty game like against New Orleans. This was, the defense just not doing very well, and then other parts of the Vikings team just not playing to their potential. The Vikings started out, they were in a good rhythm, and then it just did not go well. It reminds me of Brett Favre's last game against the Bears. When he went down, scored a touchdown, things looked good for the Vikings, and then he was concussed, knocked out of the game, and that was pretty much the end of his career. So this game, it had that kind of vibe where things are going well, and then they're just not, and it's just it's not fun to lose. as a fan, and it's really not fun to lose as a player. I do want to comment though that this is not the time for people to be calling for Case Keenum to go, or now all the fair weather fans leaving. This is kind of the adversity is the time when you find out the quality of people. So we'll find out the quality of the Vikings and how well they do next season. But yeah, it's this sucks. It's not fun. It's not good. All right, so until next time, guys. My name is Noel, and I'll see you later. And small video for small phone. So bye bye.